Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl LA Love the Boss, and welcome to my channel. But mostly important, Happy New Year. It's 2022, and I hope you guys are staying safe through all of this stuff going on. And your health is wealth. Health is first, so please make that a priority. But with this channel, guys, shout out to all of you that have been rocking with me since day one. I appreciate you guys so much. But in 2022, we're doing things a little bit differently. I'm welcoming you guys into my journey. I'm super excited to drop weekly videos for you guys, many like vlogs. A lot of you guys have been requesting more from me on my day-to-day, and I'm excited to welcome that. So stay tuned for all of that. But this right here is my official Naked Truth Q&A with the boss. Highly requested. You guys have been asking me these questions so frequently that I decided to do an official Q&A for you guys. And we ain't holding nothing back. It's the Naked Truth for a reason. So let's get into it. All right, so my first question, highly requested, is how did I get started on social media? How I got started on social media. Oh my goodness. So I started on MySpace, actually, guys, at 13 years old. I released music over there and made an impact then. And then even before I was able to even be on MySpace, I was on MySpace. But I released my first single on MySpace. And then after MySpace, I moved on to the Facebook platform. After Facebook, it was a little phase with my Facebook, I went on Instagram. And it's funny with Instagram, at first I was like, Instagram, and it's funny, I was like a little bit behind the ball on Instagram when Momager came to me one day and said, you got to get on Instagram. It's the new hot shit popping. You got to get on Instagram. And I finally got on there around like 17. Put up content. The content was very stagnant. The numbers were not moving. I promise. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I was totally not in the algorithm, like they like to call it. And then after that, I chilled out on Instagram for about a year. Then I got back on around 18, I started posting again. And that's when they had 15-second videos where you can do 15-second clips before the 30 seconds and up. And yeah, that's how back that was. And I started posting 15-second videos, and I was doing fitness videos, putting my music to my fitness videos. And I promise you guys, my numbers started moving and moving. Of course, it was, and then back then it was a lot of networking involved, a lot of shout outs for shout outs, a lot of people supporting each other. You post me, I post you. And that's another way my numbers were moving rather so quickly. And in like 18 to 19, I became a viral. My first picture, I still remember the see-through Jamaican dress. It went viral, and it went from here to Africa, Japan. They're like, LA, do you know you're viral? And I would never forget it. I think I was at like 80,000 followers then, and then I moved to over 100 on that picture alone. So that was the first time I started going viral. And then with that, that's how I got my start on social media. And then years after that, 19, 20, 21, I started becoming an influencer with social media, really monetizing through my platform and things like that. So it was definitely a process. It was not overnight. I put a lot of grueling hours in, not going to sleep or 2 and 3 days at a time, but it's all about hustling and networking. And that's what social media is all about, being active and being sociable. So that was my social media grind leading up to where I am right now. Staying really consistent with the content. Very consistent. So where am I from? Another frequently asked question I get asked a lot. I am from Maryland, the DMV. You know, we got the best seafood. It's not even a debate. Don't come at me. Don't come after me. I said what I said. But I am from Maryland, born and raised. I'm definitely a suburban girl. The next question is, why did I choose to stay natural? That's a great question. Why did I choose to stay natural? A lot of you guys have asked me this. A lot of women and even men have asked me why I chose to stay natural in today's society, in this society. Why I chose to stay natural, why I even chose to go natural, even from my hair on down. it was time for me, and I wanted to embrace who I was as a woman. I really wanted to embrace my natural essence, if that makes sense. It's so much, there is so much pressure out here right now, from social media to magazines. You know, we see the idea of perfect and we think we have to be perfect. But in real life, there's no such thing as perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. And once I've realized that no, I'm not working towards perfection. I'm working towards just being the best version of myself. That's when I really tapped into who I was, and I just ran with it, and it was the best thing I ever could have done, because not only did it set me apart, but it really allowed me to captivate a lane that people recognized me for. And when I say natural, it's in my whole essence. It's not about just the natural hair. Of course, even when I started on social media, it was a thing, oh, the girl with the afro, oh, LALovetheboss, the girl with the afro. And that's how people identified me. But at the same time, there was more of a symbolic meaning behind why I chose to stay natural. And I do push the message out to a lot of women to just love who you are. If you're ever going to alter or change anything about yourself, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for society. Don't do it for your boyfriend. Don't do it for your friends. Do it because it's what you're comfortable with doing. There's nothing wrong with altering whatever you feel like you need adjustments on, but do it because you want to do it. And don't be, don't look at things and get, pressured. Never do that, because you'll never be ultimately happy if you're not making the decisions from within. So our next question is, how do I stay so positive? Now that's a great one. That is a great one. How do I stay so positive? I keep God first. I pray a lot, but I also do keep God first. And I just remember always, and I always self-reflect on what my purpose is, why I do what I do, my reason, my rhyme or reason. A lot of people say it's easier said than done, but it's really something you have to work on. I really like to practice what I preach. So when I say, I'm positive most of the time, I think you just have to always have that mindset, because that's how you're able to really be successful in life. Being positive is just really, to be honest with you, it's a choice. We choose to wake up, and we set our tones from the time that we get up in the morning. We set our tone for the rest of the day with our mindset. So being positive is definitely in my mindset, and that's how I just maneuver and how I go through life. It's just really my thought process. My attitude determines my latitude. My next question, highly asked, is, what is my gym regimen? Oh Lord, what is my gym regimen? So when I'm not traveling, when I'm not super, super, super busy, my gym regimen is 5 to 6 times a week working out. I love to lift 3 days out of the week, and then I like to do cardio in between that. It was funny, I used to run like miles and miles and miles, but when you do a lot of cardio, when you do a lot of running, it can, I promise you, burn a lot of fat, and then with the fat, it burns muscle. So I'm trying not to, lose definition of muscle, so I really put more emphasis on working out with weights and things like that 3 times a week. But that is my gym routine, 5 to 6 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week, working out. That's my regimen. And I definitely got to keep the booty plumped around all that slim, thick snatch. Yeah. The next question, highly asked, is, am I vegan? Am I vegan? Half. I'm half and half. I'm vegan. I made it up. Listen, it'll be in the dictionary soon. I promise you. I am freaking copywriting that right now, but vegan. And what vegan is pescatarian and vegan. So I do eat seafood, but I do not eat any chicken, steak, pork, beef, any of that. I have not ate meat in over 2.5 years, and I definitely don't plan to go back. So when I don't eat seafood, I eat other vegan substitutes, from vegan hamburgers, vegan sausage, and things like that. Even some like vegan chicken, because the vegan chicken is really good. It be chickening. So it is really, really good. And again, guys, also with the vegan lifestyle, you have to still be aware of certain like packaging, and still it could be processed. So if you're getting a lot of meats out of like the frozen section and all of that, it is still processed even when it's put in the bag. So just be very mindful of that. The next highly asked question is, what do I like more, rapping or acting? And I knew y'all was gonna ask that. Music has always been my passion. Music has always been my baby. That's really where my heart is. Acting is great as well, and I've always been an actress. It's funny how when I was a kid, my whole family says, "You always been an actor, so you always been an actress." So I always knew that I would probably be in film. But with my social media platform, it really allowed me to get into film, and me branding and building my presence online. Had a lot of agents and casting agents reaching out and wanting me in the film. So my first movie was The After Party in 2018 with Tiana Taylor, French Montana, Kyle, a lot of amazing talent. And that was my first movie in 2018, The After Party. And then after that, I was in First Lady 2, and then I was in Bad Girls 1, and then Bad Girls 2 coming out very, very soon. But again, I love both, but my passion, my baby, how I started and where I started, music. I started writing poetry at 9 years old, so that's a no-brainer. The next question is, do I write my own music? All of it. From top to bottom, I write all of my own music. That's something else I pride myself on. I started writing poetry at 9 years old, and that really molded my writing abilities to be able to create music from scratch and really master my ability. And there are some artists, I know that you guys are telling me, our artists don't write their stuff and all of that, but for me, I do write all of my own music. I'm a rapper first, and the best rappers are one that can tell their own story, and not only just tell their own story, but really have lived through their experiences to be able to write about their experiences. So that's where I'm at with it. Another highly asked question is, how many tattoos do I have? Ooh, too much to count. I know for sure over 50 something tattoos. I got my first tattoo at 14 years old, and yes, it was consent. Yes, momager allowed me to do that. I got LALovetheboss on the back of my neck when I was 14 years old, right on the back. So I always knew it was going to be LALovetheboss. I tattooed it on me, so you know it's real. Have you ever dated in the industry? That's another highly asked question. And to answer that, loud and proud. No, I have never dated in the industry. Never dated in the industry. Like I said, it's not something I've ever been against, or there's not anything that I thought about being open to. It's just that never happened. So it's not something I ever sought after. It's not something I ever, chased or anything like that. But I believe that you usually attract what you are and what you do and everything like that. So it just depends. Totally depends. Do I get approached a lot in the DMs by more celebrities or regular men? It's crazy. It's real crazy. I like to say both. I'm going to tell you, the DMs are popping. The DMs have been popping for years and years and years. But one thing about the DM, I like to answer business questions and fans and love and stuff like that. So when it's about like the dating side of things, it's like I see it, but I see it, I don't. It's just it's just whatever really stands out. So whatever stands out. And of course, I always respond back to compliments. I always respond back to positive messages and things like that. But it's a little bit half and half. I see you. I see a lot of y'all in there. Just know I know. Just know I know. The next highly asked question is, what do I do on my spare time? Honestly, guys, I'm really a homebody. I really love being at home, really watching Netflix, being at home, chilling, spending time with my family, and I love to shop. It's kind of like it's funny. I've always was a shopper, but it's like I never really had the patience to sit there and really pick out outfits. I would just grab everything, and I still grab everything. My assistant gets on me like, "You're always shopping." I'm like, I gotta stay looking good. I gotta post shit, do content, all of that. So I do like to stay home, and when I'm not home and relaxing and chilling and all that type of stuff, I do like to shop and all of that. So I guess you could say I kind of got expensive habits, but I work real hard, so I like to just leave it there. My closet definitely is hollering, help, help. It has no more space. I need a bigger closet. Let's just say that. Definitely need a bigger closet. And another question before we end this, guys, because I'll also do another Q&A. This is just my highly requested questions I always get asked is, how tall am I? I'm 5'5", 5'5" with brown eyes, 5'5", 5'. And it's funny, a lot of you guys see me and you'll see me in person versus like social media, Instagram and all that, and go, what? You're not tall. I'm like, I'm not tall. No, I'm 5'5". Ain't nothing wrong with being tall because I could be a stallion. But no, I'm 5'5", flat-footed. But my fro really makes me 5'8". And then when I have heels on, 5'10". So yeah, but 5'5", flat-footed. So yes. So like I said, guys, we're just gonna wrap it up there on my highly requested questions about what you guys wanted to know more about me. I will be having another Q&A. This is just the start of the naked truth, and we're gonna be peeling the onion more and more and more and more. So keep your questions coming, guys. Please comment below anything else you guys want to know about me. I'm an open book, and you guys be open too. I don't like that shy shit, so don't be shy. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. It's Get Your Natural, and that's factual. Make sure you guys follow all of my social media below. My Instagram, my new Instagram is at LALovetheboss world. And then you can follow me also on my new TikTok is at LALovetheboss._ and Twitter at LALovetheboss1_. It's like I had to change a lot of things. Listen, just bear with me. Everything will be below, and make sure you guys follow and continue to share my content, continue to share my channel, and tell everyone to subscribe. I have arrived, and so much more content coming for you guys. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you, and stay blessed.